Alright, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle, and it is time to do a Blu-ray haul video, and I haven't done one of these in quite a long time. I'll pick up like a Blu-ray or two here or there, but never like a bunch of them all at once. And that's what I ended up doing last night. But before I get into this, I promised something for the longest time. So I have a little something for you all, or I guess the first person that gets this. That's in North America, unfortunately. That is the Interstellar digital codes. Now, I have two of them here, and like I said, I think it's only North America. At least Canada, I know 100% will work, and I believe the United States will work, so hopefully this works. But whoever sees this first, that's from there, that wants this, you get this code right here, and I'll make sure that you can actually see it. Come on, focus. There you go. So pause it right there. There is Interstellar, the digital code. Now, this is one, but I do have another one here, and I'm going to be giving this one up on my channel. So I'll put a link in the description box below, my Facebook page. So all you need to do is like it and say that you're interested. I already have a post there right now talking about it. There's a picture of Interstellar. Click on that post, comment saying that you'd like this as well, but make sure that you live in North America because I think that that's the only place that you can actually get it. Unfortunately, I wish that I had digital codes for worldwide, but apparently that's not how it works. Anyway, now we can get on to the pickups video. And it was impromptu. It was just last night, it was 9 o'clock, and my girlfriend's like, let's just go to Walmart. It closes in like 2 hours, and it's like the only place that's open at that time. So we decided to go there. We picked up a few things, and all the fun stuff is right here. So I'll talk about her pickups first. One of them being a video game called Fantasy Life, which is an RPG developed by Level 5, who's an amazing developer. And I just wanted to throw this in because we go there and we're like, let's buy something and like have some fun. And the first thing that she gets is like, you know what? I want a video game, and I'm gonna go with this one. I just love that she's a gamer. She likes movies. Wifey material right there. I just wanted to throw that out there. And I think local play. Yeah, there's versus and co-op, so I think I might pick this up because it looked interesting to me beforehand, but now that she has it and we could play together, I'm definitely thinking about it. So that's my only game that I had to talk about. Everything else is going to be movie related. Next, her other two pickups that were movie related, or movie game, are Ace Ventura and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, which is just... The 90s were when Jim Carrey was so famous for his physical comedy. There's only him and Robin Williams who I put on such a high pedestal that nobody else even comes close. Those two are just fantastic at physical comedy. And in the 90s, that's when Jim Carrey was doing his best comedy work, in my opinion. He did do other things like serious movies, which I really enjoy him as well, in the late 90s, early 2000s with The Truman Show, which is still a little bit on the comedy side, and also Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is fantastic. Not for everyone, but I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. So anyway, his comedy stuff, especially Ace Ventura 1, I remember it's been a while since I've seen the second one, and I don't think I enjoyed it as much, but it's still worth checking out. It's so sad, though, what happens at the beginning of this one. If you remember, the first 10 minutes, it's so sad. Okay, next up. The only DVD that I picked up, and the reason why I picked it up is because it's Gargoyle, so I don't think they're ever going to release a Blu-ray of this. And they had released Season 1 complete on DVD, and then Volume 1 of Season 2 years ago. And they finally, 2014, they finally released Volume 2. It took them, I don't know why, but finally the entire series that was on TV is up in physical form, which is awesome. You can watch the entire series now, and for $7, you cannot go wrong. It sucks that we still have to buy DVDs once in a while, but it's kind of cool because it mixes things up a little bit. Next up is The Hunger Games Catching Fire for $10. I picked this up because it still had the slipcover, so I really wanted that. And I don't even have the first Hunger Games, and I was going to pick it up there, but they had it for $20. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'll wait. I know that that's going to drop in price at another time. And they also had the third one, I can't remember what it's called, Part 1 of whatever, which I haven't seen yet. I've seen the first two Hunger Games, but I haven't seen that. And I haven't rewatched this one since it came out, so I am really looking forward to that. Just too bad I can't watch I can watch the first one's actually on Netflix, so I might do that. Anyway, next up is part of my childhood, and it's probably been since my childhood since I've seen it, and I really hope that it kind of is at least decent, but I have such fond memories of Space Jam, and I know that it's probably not as good as I thought it was back when I was like 10. And I remember when this came out, I was so into this movie that I remember getting figures on Christmas of all like Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, the Tasmanian Devil. Oh my God! And I got like they're against a bunch of aliens that are really small at the beginning, and I remember getting their spaceship and also all 5 of them as little aliens, and eventually in the movie they take like some kind of steroid or something that makes them gigantic, and I had all the big versions of them too. It was so fun back then, but I'm really hoping that this is still at least okay. If it's okay, I'll be happy. And I mean, Bill Murray's in this too, and Wayne Knight, Newman from Seinfeld. So I remember there's at least, there's gotta be some kind, if it's mediocre, I'll be happy. I really hope this doesn't ruin my childhood. Next up is one of the things I really wanted to pick up. There's 3 movies here, or a few movies that I have in here that I really wanted to pick up because I knew that they were there and they were going to be under $10. And it just so happens that they were having a few sales for $10 movies as well. And that is Speed. Just by chance, it is the 20th anniversary edition. Is it 20th this year? Or was it last year? 2014. Okay, so Speed was 94. Does that make sense? Not 95? Okay, whatever. Either way, I really enjoy the first Speed. Second one, which also has Sandra Bullock but no Keanu Reeves, which is really weird to say that, you know, you're not looking forward to the sequel that does not have Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, actually, no. Keanu Reeves is a solid actor. Every time that he's in a movie, I think that he does an okay job. It's just sometimes the storylines aren't the greatest. But I always feel that his performances, while they're not your usual very emotional characters, I'm still able to really root for his character. And this is one of his best, alongside the first Matrix movie. Although last year, 2014, his new action movie there, John Wick, I think of like Johnny, he has another movie called something. Anyway, I think it's John Wick. I can't remember, but that one was freaking awesome. His last movie with a bunch of stunt work is just great. And he's like 50 years old and still doing all his stunt work, and it's awesome. It did a really good job. But Speed, if you haven't seen it, definitely check this one out. Next up is a movie that I've wanted ever since it came out in 2013. I saw it in theaters, and I've reviewed it on here, which is kind of cool. And it's been this price before, and for whatever reason I haven't bit until now, and that is Gravity. I love this movie. I know that it might not be scientifically correct, but I'm okay with that. I just let it go, and I enjoy what I'm seeing on screen. The score, every time that the debris comes at them, is so good. And music in movies, I should really do a video on this, but I really think that music in movies adds so much more and makes you remember specific scenes so much more without even realizing it. There's a reason why Christopher Nolan has Hans Zimmer constantly doing scores for his movies, because Hans Zimmer's so good that every time that you hear specific music from those movies, you're gonna think of that scene, and it just ingrains itself into you a little bit more. So that's really big, and the score that they have for every time the debris is coming is great. George Clooney in this, every time he's on screen, fantastic as well. I really enjoyed it. Sandra Bullock does a great job too, but George Clooney, one of his best performances in a long time, and he's just a supporting actor in this one. Really enjoyed it. Next up is the other 2 movies that I really wanted to pick up, and that is Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park The Lost World. I was going to actually pick up the third one. It's not, I know that most people would just pick up the first 2, maybe even just the first one, but I still enjoy the third one to an extent, but they were out. They had it on DVD, but not on Blu-ray, and I was like, how is that? I know that people are not going over there and just going crazy for the third one. I know that's not the case. Maybe they just didn't make as many of the third one, knowing that not as many people would pick it up. Either way, I have these 2, and this will subside by, Jurassic Park craving that I'm on because of Jurassic World. I still enjoy the third one to an extent. I give it like a 5 out of 10, but I still enjoy it. So I do want to complete the thing. And these were only $7 each at Walmart too, so that was good. And my God, the first one, just a masterpiece. Really, this is one of the best movies of all time. Probably my top 20. I should do a video of that, my top 20 movies of all time. Anyway, last but not least, I've recently been getting into an anime kick. No, not just an anime kick, just getting into anime over again for the longest time. You know, I really only watched a few TV shows back in the day. You know, when Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, that was popular. But I think this new love for the genre has started with Death Note. I was going to say Attack on Titan, but I watched Death Note before that on Netflix. And Death Note's awesome. Attack on Titan, also awesome. But this one is a movie, a standalone movie, that has been just, you know, one of the biggest anime movies of all time. And I don't even know anything about it. And it's not Ghost in the Shell. That is my next that I really want to pick up. But this is Akira. It's the 25th anniversary edition. And this movie, everybody's talking about. This is the only movie that was over $10, but I wanted to pick it up because it still had the slipcover, which I always love. And I have no idea of anything. This is a blind buy, but I've heard so many good things. This is such an influential movie, not just for anime apparently, but for like movies in general. What they do with this, I have no idea what they do, but it's apparently so well done that I was completely okay with doing a blind buy on this and seeing one of the most influential anime movies of all time. If you watch anime, let me know in the comments below what you think I should watch next. Like, no Ghost in the Shell is one of them. And even talk about series as well. You know, Death Note, I've watched. Attack on Titan, I'm watching. What else is really big out there? There's a few that I have on my radar that I'm going through Netflix and kind of watching the first few episodes to see if I would like them, to see if I want to pick them up. But yeah, anime, it's really interesting. So anyway, that is my haul. I think that's 10 movies in total in one game, which not too bad, or a movie/TV collection. So I'm hoping to do these every once in a while. But I really only like doing this with cheaper movies because it doesn't hurt the wallet as much. But I do want to do one where it's just like crazy, like just like 20 movies. That would just be awesome. I don't know if I've ever done that. I think I did that one birthday of mine. I just picked up like a crazy amount of Blu-rays because I had so many gift cards and stuff. That was really fun. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And once again, a reminder, Interstellar, if you want that code, if you didn't pick it up, unfortunately, go on my Facebook page and check it out there. Thank you all for watching. You've been Bearded Den.
Beardage.